So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 137, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. I am sick as a motherfucker. Yeah, I have been for fucking days. So you'll have to forgive me. Oh man, I felt it. Whether was it Monday? I was like, oh, my throat's got the scratching. Pause. Yeah, and then I was right. I was thinking maybe I could do the mind over matter thing. Like, nope. Like what fucking Jimmy the Ghost used to say. I see COVID, I tell it, stop right there. And that's what I thought I was gonna do, but I guess that's not how this works. So hopefully I get it out of my system for the summer, and then that'll be that, and we won't have any more of this. Oh, today I actually feel a little bit better, so I'm hoping this is the upswing. But so it's made for a long fucking week, and there hasn't been any less shit to do, so I've been fucking all fucked up. What do we got? Ronnie's still just continually getting in trouble. He just can't stay out of trouble. But, you know, I guess that's what they do. I guess that's what they're good for. The kids are good for fucking getting in trouble. You know, I was thinking along those lines. I probably told you this story before, but if you're new here, you probably never heard this story. So, and this, I thought about this because of Ron and all his bullshit, and my parents and all the shit that I put them through. My mom and Steve are fucking some saints when it comes to this shit, because they fucking put up with a lot. They put up, like, I was there like full time. And they put up with a lot of fucking shit for a lot of years. All types of fucking tomfoolery. So that's why I try really not to get, like, I don't know. I'm not really a fucking lunatic when it comes to the kids anyway, but I really try not to get like a total fucking cock, because no one was like that with me, you know. Everyone took their time and explained things to me, and, you know, shit like that. And so I try to do the same. You know, I try to take my time and explain things and fucking, you know, anyway. Oh man, I put them through some, like, I used to get drunk. I'd get fucking drunk and walk outside out in the backyard and fucking shoot off my shotgun at fucking 3:00 in the morning and shit. Boom, boom, boom. For no fucking reason. Just because I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, I'm going to fucking go shoot off the shotgun in the middle of the fucking night. They had to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? Anyway, so I was at the Christian school I was at. We went to this every year. They had it was like an overnight, like a bunch of shit. Like, I want to say we started at each year it was a little different, but mainly the same. Like, we went to a Sabres game, Buffalo Sabres game, and like the whole place was like this event. I can't remember what the fucking name of it is, but like there was schools and shit and kids and churches and all this shit from like all over the place. It was a good ass time actually. And we'd go to the Sabres game, and then where the fuck else did we go? So then we go to the Sabres game, and then they had like Domino's pizzas stacked up. Like you could just walk out into the after the game, all the regular people left, and it was the place was full of like fucking whatever, and they were doing games and fucking all these balls. I gave Tom Is a fucking pen, and they were hitting around this big beach ball. And I said, if the beach ball comes to us, I said, stab that shit, right? And every time everyone hit this beach ball, this is a packed fucking arena. There was like 3 beach balls going around. They were big. And everyone go, oh, every time they hit the fucking beach ball. I said, Tom, fucking when it comes around, I said, take this pen and stab that shit. And that shit, I'm passing the work off on other people. And the fucking beach ball comes down, and Tom fucking, boom! He hits it right. He stabs it. The other people hit it. So they get one last hit out of it. And the next people that hit it, like the next few rows over, they hit it. And it just was like a deflated mess. It didn't go anywhere. It was funny as shit. Yeah, it was pretty funny. And I think when he tried to stab it, he like it missed the first time. He like bounced off of it when it was coming down, and then he got it like on the way out. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fucking funny. Tom was a funny motherfucker. Shout out Tom Olsen wherever you're at. He was a good motherfucker. We used to call him Tom Is. I made the name up for him. Because fucking Tom is a goofball. Tom is always late. Tom is fucking never here when you need him here. Tom is. He was on the end of one of my songs. Anyway, so son, that day. So all right, so we'll just start over. We're gonna start over from the beginning. Since we're getting off. So and again, this is like more shit that. This is like more shit that my family had to deal with. They're like, what the fuck? Since we're going this route. Sorry for all my wheezing and shit. I hope it's bearable. So the more I wake up in the morning, right? Let's just say it's got to be on like a Friday night, this event, and it goes to the next day. And my Uncle Larry is in our fucking, at the time before we ripped off the back of the house, he was in our living room or whatever it was considered, wherever it was like the kitchen, living room. It was the kitchen, but it was like half a living room. It was fucking pretty cool actually. And like the way it was set up, it was like 2 chairs and a TV, and then an island that separated the old kitchen. It was old. Everything was old and lopsided and shit. It was like, old house shit. 100 years old or more actually. Anyway, and I come downstairs to start making coffee for school, and there's Larry. He owned the pizzeria at the time. He's drinking a bottle of Bacardi, a half gallon. He's got a half gallon of Bacardi. It's 6:00 in the morning. He decided to come out to the house. He's drinking Bacardi, watching fucking All in the Family. And he got 2 or 3 bootleg DVDs, Cabin in the Woods and some other shit. So I'm drinking coffee, getting a pot going in the morning. Larry's drinking Bacardi. I'm looking at the bottle and I'm like, well, he's definitely going to be sleeping by the time I get home from school. I was like, and I know we're going to this thing. I was like, if that bottle is not gone, I'm going to be drinking that shit before I go to this thing. Okay. So I left for school, went through the whole fucking day, and then get out of school. Tom is there. He comes home with me, and he takes the bus with me. Gets off at my house. I'm gonna get a ride. Of course, Larry's out. He must have drank all morning, fell asleep. It's like 2:45 now. So I take the fucking bottle of Bacardi. I got some beers upstairs. Me and Tom go upstairs drinking some fucking drinking some Bacardi, drinking some beers. We're like fucked up. I mean, for the most part, like I was feeling it, son. I remember I was like, damn, I'm fucked up. And then you know how like when you're drinking and you're feeling fucked up, and then you start feeling like more fucked up after you know, a little while later. So anyway, so my mom brings us to this church event, right? Me and Tom walk in, and he's like, I'm fucked up. I was like, I'm fucked up too. So we're fucking, of course we're sitting like 2 or 3 rows back. We had to start at a church in this little small town, and there's like 10 or 15 people from our school. Maybe no, not 10 or 15. Probably 6 people other than us from our school, because there was only about 15 people in the high school and not everybody went. So it was probably, anyway, I could probably actually name all the people that were fucking there because there was so little people. But the whole church was packed because there was all these other schools that met there, and then the buses and the vehicles and shit rolled out from there to Buffalo. So we're like fucked up, right? And this pastor's talking and he's like, so we got a bin up here in the front. This is a drug and alcohol free thing, blah, blah, blah. So if anyone's got a pack of cigarettes, a little bit of marijuana, and he looks right at me and Tom is. It was like, I mean, he must have known, I don't know. And he goes, or maybe a can of beer or something like that. You can put it up here in this bin, no questions asked. He was probably just trying to take that shit with him for the face. But anyway, and we didn't bring anything with us. We were like, oh, shit. And I said, he's fucking looking right at us, Tom. He goes, I know. So we're drunk on Bacardi and fucking a couple of fucking Milwaukee Beast ices. And then we go to the Sabres game, watch the fucking hockey game. Then the game's done. Then there's like all this other, then they do all these games afterwards, like with the crowd and shit. So then everybody, so then you're like walking around. We were doing all kinds of shit, talking to meeting other people and shit, fucking just trying to do all this dumb shit. We ran up on this group of girls and fucking Thomas goes, so, and he was being dead ass serious. He goes, so, you guys supervised? I said, what the fuck? I go, Tom, we got to get the fuck out of this. We got to go. So we walked away from them. I was like, dude, you can't fucking say dumbass shit like that. What the fuck you talking about? Are you guys supervised? It was fucking funny. And so then they had like soda and fucking pizzas. Like it was actually a surprising amount of Domino's pizzas. There had to be hundreds of them. They were you could just go and grab them, right? There was just hundreds of pizzas. So, and sodas, fucking bottles, that's 2 liters, fucking all this shit. I didn't really drink soda back then. I never really was a fan of soda. A couple years here and there, but shit, I ain't had that shit in a long time. Fuck, probably 13 years now. I think Aaron was born, or Erica was pregnant with Aaron last time I had some soda. Anyway, so, and then the next place we went, I wish I could fucking remember where the next place was. It was like, there was like all kinds of fucking like climbing shit and stuff. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, they don't even have shit like that. I want to say like a discovery zone, but it wasn't. It was like more mature. And it was like all kinds of crazy shit to do in there and games and all this shit. But at that point, I was like full. I wasn't really drunk no more. And we met up with this big ass dude named Barnabas. You know, he was mad big. And I was like, yo, we got to keep Barnabas with us because he's mad big. So me and Tom and Barnabas was fucking, shout out Barnabas. We were fucking rolling around this thing and I started rapping. And there was a group of, it was like from a Spanish church. And I hooked up with these Puerto Rican kids and they were like, so I don't know how it came up about rapping. And then so I started rapping, right? And they were like, yo, do another one. And then I started, rapping. So they were like, oh my fucking God. So I just kept, and then the kid kept bringing me up to all these different people. They were from Jamestown. And he said, he's like, my aunt I'm here with my aunt. With the church group, my aunt is chaperoning. He's like, rap for her. She was like, oh, she's probably my age now, or maybe even younger. So I rap for this lady, and she's like, and I'm trying not to curse because I also gotta like play like there's people from church, so I can't be saying all kinds of crazy shit. So I gotta like see who I'm with, and then it was me and Tom so that was okay. Just him and I was all right. But then when other kids from the school, I would have to like clean it up a little bit, and they were kind of looking like, what the fuck. So I was talking to the lady, and she's like, I'm gonna give you the number of this guy. And she's like, call this guy when you get home after this whole event. She's like, he's a promoter, and he's got this big thing coming up on Thanksgiving Day, and you should definitely be a part of it. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, hell yeah. So then after that, I think we went to like this skating place, and I can't remember what else. I think that was it. The skating place, and then back to the church. But it was like all night. And then fucking Larry came and got us at fucking like 9:00 in the morning at the same church from it was fucking funny. But so I called the guy, and he's like, yeah, you want to do a battle? And I was like, yeah, I'll do a battle. He's like, all right, it's in Niagara Falls. And I was like, fuck. I was like, it's Niagara Falls on fucking Thanksgiving Day. He's like, yep, it's at this school, a high school or something in Niagara Falls. And I was like, oh shit. So I told my mom, Steve, I was like, well, I want to go do this battle, and whatever the fuck. And they were like, all right, because they knew that this is my thing. So me, Dubs, and Jay, and my mom and Steve eat Thanksgiving dinner at my grandma's house. I got all my all my friends, hood rat ass friends. They used to come everywhere with me, so we're at fucking Thanksgiving. Then we all roll out from Thanksgiving from Rochester and drive to fucking Niagara Falls. And we get there, and this shit is so unorganized. And I didn't really know shit about Niagara Falls at the time. Like, I just, the falls, that shit is hood as a motherfucker, man. Let me tell you what, if you know motherfuckers from Niagara Falls, that shit is thugging. I can't even front. There's mad poverty there. Unless you're at like the strip where the falls are, outside of there, that shit is thugging. So anyway, so we go all the way to this fucking school, and there's a lot of people there for fucking Thanksgiving Day fucking rap battle. And I'm listening, they're like, oh, we're having performances, a step team fucking battle and all this shit. And there's only going to be one rap battle. And it's me and this other dude. Right? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. So it's like totally unorganized. There's like fucking, I go to the back or go to the thing. I was like, oh yeah. Go in the back and get ready. And then, we're going to announce you and you come out. So I went in the back, and me and this dude, and it's the other guy I'm battling. I can't remember his fucking name now. I used to remember his name. It was like Malice or something like that. One day I'll fucking remember it. I can't remember what the fuck. It was something like that. And he was like about to puke. He was like, his nerves were shot. And I wasn't. I was like, I felt good. I had my fucking dudes out there. I got my family. I was like, I'm fucking. And so I took that as like the edge. I was like, oh, I'm about to kill this dude. Like, there's everybody here. I mean, I'm going to turn this fucking place upside down with this shit. Unless this guy somehow or another pulls something out of the fucking rabbit out the hat, he's fucked. Because he's like shook. And it's now at this point, it's just me and him. And then his two dudes came, and they were much older than me. And I was like, damn, I'm about to embarrass this dude. So we're like hanging out. Misery, that was his name. Misery, not Malice. Misery. Mizery or something like that. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and we're, you know, after a while now we're just like talking. Me, him, and his two fucking friends, and we're just like, oh, you know, where are you from? Oh yeah, they're from here. Da 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 da. They're from there. And we're like, oh shit, you came all the way from Rochester today? I'm like, yeah. Fucking Thanksgiving. And then we're just talking about regular shit. And I go, man, I'm about to go check in with my family and shit and see how the fuck this whole show is going. Because this whole time, like, all this other shit is going on. They keep calling these people up and they're doing step in and doing all this shit. So I come back out. I'm sitting with everyone. I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know, we've been here for fucking hours. And if anything, I learned early on in battle rap. Now, all these battle rap events seem a little bit more organized. This early on shit, man, it was fucking... this shit was disorganized. A lot. There's a lot of waiting. A lot of nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Multiple have ended in fucking crazy shit that I've been at. But so this one in particular, though. So while I'm sitting there with everyone, I'm like kind of bummed out. And the guy comes out and he's like, all right, we're about to start handing out the trophies. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe they're going to hand out the trophies for the step competition and the performance competition or whatever it is. Because there was like people who performed some songs and shit. And then we're going to do the battle. And I was thinking, all right, well, maybe, I guess that's the way it's going to be. Kind of weird to hand out the trophies and then do it because everyone's going to leave. So it starts like some fucking thing, right? When the guy's handing out the trophies and everyone's yelling, Highland, Highland. And I was like, oh shit. And then fuck Highland. Da, 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 da. I don't know if it was a school. I don't know if it was a neighborhood or a gang. I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, well, so so the guy makes that announcement. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I go in the back. So now me and this dude, I tell him, oh, you heard the announcement? He's like, yeah, we're about to go out. As he's fucking handing out all these trophies or whatever the fuck, the place goes into fucking pandemonium, right? There's fighting, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on. And I'm looking at me and this dude, Misery, and his fucking boys were like, well, we can't get out that way. There's a fucking giant melee. Me, my mother, Steve, and Jay were probably the only white people in this motherfucker. So we were sticking out. Me and these dudes were like, let's get the fuck out of here. And so now I'm with them. I'm like looking, I'm like, where the fuck is the rest of my fucking people? It was getting fucking crazy in there. You know, we're not from there. I'm not from there, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. So me and these other dudes bounce. They're like dragging along this little white kid. I'm behind them. Fucking, we're trying to find our way out of this school to get back into the auditorium. All these fucking fire doors, literally fire doors, are fucking chained and locked shut. We're like, what the fuck is this shit? Me and these dudes, we're like running through hallways and shit, trying to find a way to get back to the auditorium. It was fucking crazy. So we finally do find a way to get out there. It's clear that this is not happening. I get back to my family. They're like, well, let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, this shit's fucking bad. This is all bad. Everyone's fighting. It's like there's hundreds of people. It's like a fucking melee, right? Damn, something just shook this whole. Holy fuck, you hear that? God damn. Anyway. Oh, motherfuckers is opening up the garage. Who opening the goddamn garage? I ain't finna open the garage on me. So everyone's going fucking crazy. We start making our way out, and I guess that's when somebody gets stabbed. Someone got stabbed. I didn't see this shit. because there was so much going on. How could you see it? Who the fuck is slamming shit? Don't ever slam shit.
Me.
What are you doing?
Putting my bike back.
You rode your bike to the thing?
No, I had it out on the back porch.
You're all done at the thing?
Yeah.
Where's Bone?
Inside.
Your mama left?
No, she's here. She already got back. We just got back.
She left to go get y'all motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know.
No.
I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Say what's up to all your adoring people.
What's up?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
That's it? That's all you got for me?
Yep.
How'd it go?
There were some problems.
With who?
Just, like, a ton of people. Like, one group was saying that they're going to jump the other group. Like, so one group said... Well, someone said to one group that the other group's going to jump them. And they said to the other group that they're going to jump them. And it was, like, back and forth the whole time.
And you were with one of these groups?
I was with...
Yeah, of course you were.
But
How the fuck did I know that?
I wasn't trying to fight anyone. Because I was friends with both groups. So... I just went there with one group. But at the end, it all got sorted out.
You hear that, everybody? It got sorted. Excuse me, it got sorted out.
You see the pegs?
On the front?
On the front and the back?
I'll check them out when I'm out of here.
Yep.
Alright, let me finish up here. I'm going to be in a minute.
Alright, see ya.
Skin it. Be good.
I will.
If I find out you were being bad, I'm going to smack the shit out of you.
I wasn't being bad.
Alright. Love you. You don't gotta fucking slam the goddamn door closed like that.
How do you even slam it?
Now it's gonna be hard for me to push open, motherfucker. Love you. So, someone gets stabbed. And I remember we're walking out. And I'd say that the average cracker... the average cracker family would be scared while all this is going on. I'm fucking mad that I didn't get the fucking battle. My mom and Steve are probably mad because they just drove all the way out here on Thanksgiving night for nothing. and we're from the, well, I don't want to say the real hood, but we're from the hood. and my friends are all from the hood. And so we're like leaving out of this place, and it's fucking pandemonium. It's almost like, you know, in the movies when all kinds of crazy shit is going on, but like the main character people are like walking through and there's explosions and there's all this shit going on, and they're like, no, listen, blah, 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 and they're just like walking and talking and all this crazy shit's going on. It was actually like very much like that. Fucking cop cars are pouring in. It was it was interesting. And I was talking to someone the other day about Niagara Falls, and I was like, yo, Niagara Falls is fucking the trenches for real. So I was saying that, and then again, Ronnie with all his, as you can see, he can't fucking go anywhere. But my fucking parents put up with a lot of fucking bullshit, man. And that's just like one thing. There's a one little event that happened. But, you know, to fucking load up the car with these fucking delinquents on Thanksgiving night and then drive fucking 2 hours to Niagara Falls to do nothing. Shit. There was several events. Shit, my mom took me to this one in Buffalo. Shit, we went with King Lear and fucking Nicky Barnes. Or was that one? No, they didn't go to that one. They went to the other one. I had this other one in Buffalo. I had multiple things in Buffalo. Buffalo showed way more fucking love than Rochester ever did when it came to music. Especially back in the early 2000s. Or, well, what was it? 09, 08, 09, 2010. No, it was probably 07, 08. Right around there. And It was fucking, the one turned into a big mess. There was like all these people traveled to go to this thing that I was at. And I would do like radio spots and TV spots and shit. And my mom, and I think that's where Jake and Ryan came to this one, to Buffalo. So it was me, Snooky, my ma, Jake, and Ryan. And it was like Las Dos Amenazas. There was all kinds of motherfuckers. There was all kinds of acts. Oh, that was the night when the dude gave me the fucking AJM records. I managed Ashanti. When Ashanti was the top of the fucking line. This dude came from New Jersey, New York City, Darren Johnston. And but that was that night. But what happened that night was fucking the one dude. It was one dude on stage, and he, like, they had some fucking Buffalo issues, and he was just saying fuck everybody, and they were drinking like a motherfucker. The promoter, everyone was cocked. So I didn't get to perform that night. I got to do a sound check, and that's when the A&R dude seen me do my sound check. And when the fucking night was clear, it was turning into something real bad. Fucking, he came up to me and was like, gave me his card, and he's like, whatever, make the trip sometime or something like that. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna fucking go. I don't know, you'll come to me. And that's not how that shit worked. I fucked up a bunch of opportunities. But then my mom brought me to that. We're in her big truck. Now we gotta fucking leave. Now we gotta leave. We gotta navigate our way to fuck out of fucking Bailey Avenue. Fucking, I think that's where it was. I think they were all on Bailey. It was fucking, so they put up with a lot of shit from me. So I love you guys. I don't know if you'll ever hear this, but I love you. So, that being said, I guess I gotta give the kid a break. I gotta let him figure his shit out without being a total asshole to him, even though he's fucking up. And I still like him. But I fucked up a lot too. I got asked to leave a bunch of schools and all kinds of shit. So, this is all payback for that. So, my parting words are, drink lots of water and don't get sick. And if you do, make sure you get sick before the summertime. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in every week. And if you miss a week, it's okay. It will always be here. At the very least, it will always be on YouTube. I don't know if it'll be the other places. I'm not really sure how that works if I stop paying for this podcast service. All right. Love you. I'm out of here. Thank you.